Hey, it's Sheldon with TigerTuff. Today we are going to take a look at the Coverland Premium Comfort Leather seat covers and see how they compare to the TigerTuff covers. Now, as always, this is not a review. It's only a comparison. We're going to show you the Coverland covers. We're going to show you the TigerTuff covers. You can see how they look on a truck. We're going to show you some of the things that it's hard to see online, but hopefully it'll help you make a decision on what covers are best for you before you have to spend your hard-earned money. So let's start with the Coverland covers. So we've got the installation guide here. It gives you the step-by-step for all their different styles of covers. There was also, here we go. There's a bag of hardware for installation. And then we've got the covers themselves, which are incredibly vac sealed. And yes, I am going to use a knife to open them. I know you're not supposed to, but I'm going to be careful. While I'm opening these are what they call their premium comfort leather seat covers. They are not, in fact, leather. So premium comfort leather is what they call their fabric, but I double checked with them and it is a polyurethane coated memory foam. And if you're sensitive to smells, I don't smell everything I unpackage, but because these are polyurethane, I expected there would be a smell. There is a slight chemical smell to them. So we've got, that was a seat back cover there. That's another seat back cover. And then we've got two seat bottom covers and two headrest covers. They had those babies super nested. So yeah, these are polyurethane. It's a super common faux leather. I hate the word faux leather. It's either leather or it's not, folks. And then it's got a memory foam backing to make it squishy and comfortable. These covers are made in China, and they say it's breathable because it's all of the material is perforated. So that'll help because polyurethane on its own is not breathable. Now, as far as water and dirt, that could cause some issues because it's perforated. And then with the memory foam backing, that does give you a nice little bit of extra cushion. Downside to that is foam is an insulator, so it's going to slow down your heated and cooled seats. And you can see here that these are super contoured. So some people love that, some people hate that. If you want to change up the shape of your seats, maybe add a little extra lumbar, it looks like, these could be a good option. If you like your factory seats, these are going to change how it looks. And then finally, before we go on to the TigerTuffs, these have what they say on their website is up to a 10-year warranty. I couldn't find anything that specified how they would determine like up to 10 years, so that's all the information I have. I wish I could clarify that more, but I can't. So we got two seat back covers, two seat bottom covers, two headrest covers, instructions, and a bag of hardware. Let's take a look at what you're gonna get with the TigerTuff covers, and then we'll go put them both on a truck. Your TigerTuff covers are gonna come in a bag like this one. That was a much less dramatic unboxing. So you're gonna get your install guide here. You've got your pictures step by step of how to put the covers on. And those are gonna be specific for each vehicle that you're working on because everything does vary a little bit by vehicle. So there we got a seat back cover, and we got two headrest covers there, another seat back cover, and two seat bottom covers. Now the only hardware that you're gonna get with the TigerTuff covers is the string lock, and there's gonna be one of those on each seat bottom cover. And this is what we use to secure the cover from shifting side by side when you're getting in and out of your vehicle. These covers are made from 1000 denier Cordura. It's a nylon product. It's an American-made product. The covers themselves are completely made in the USA as well. We feel like that's super important. But the reason we use the Cordura is because it is incredibly strong. It's super puncture resistant, super abrasion resistant, and it's breathable. So when you get into your vehicle, especially when it's hot out, it's not hot like a vinyl seat. And then since it's breathable, your heated and cooled will still transfer the temperature through to you. And all the TigerTuff covers come with a 2-year unconditional warranty. So if you break something for any reason within 2 years, it's going to be covered under warranty. Now let's go out, let's put these all on a truck, and then we'll take a look at them side by side. All right, we've got the Coverland covers on the passenger seat, and we've got the TigerTuff covers on the driver's seat. But before we get into all the details, I just want to run through a couple of things on this Coverland cover. The polyurethane material. It's about 75 degrees out here today, and the part of this, there's a part of the seat bottom here is in the sun. It's been in the sun for about an hour. It is uncomfortably hot to the touch. I can hold my hand on it, but it's not comfortable. It's very hot. Up here in the shade, no problem at all. Another thing on this is not a custom fit seat cover. This is a close fit. I don't say that trying to be derogatory. I say that because I want you to know that before you spend your money on it. With all of the stitching and the contours and the foam and the polyurethane, it makes it stiff so it holds its shape and it looks good, but it's nowhere near the shape of the actual seat. So let's go ahead and get started. We'll work our way down from top to bottom, and we'll show you what you're getting on both of these covers so you can decide what's best for your truck. First up, the headrest. Both covers come with a headrest cover. That's a good thing. I think any seat cover should come with a headrest cover because you should cover the whole seat. This one here is secured with a little flap that comes from the back. It tucks up in the front, and there's a decent amount of it that hangs down the front here. You have the perforated polyurethane on the front and on the back. The back's not perforated. And then the sides are some sort of a stretchy, elastic-like material. Moving over to the TigerTuff headrest. The headrest is completely wrapped in 1000 denier Cordura. That's the only fabric that we use. I won't keep specifying that, unless I do, but that's it right there. And then moving down to the seat back cover. So here on the Coverland cover, the whole top of the cover opens up like this here to pull over top of the headrest. And then it just slides down the seat. And then to secure it, they have these little units right here that they call chucks. And there's 2 elastic straps. So if I just pull this cover out, it's a little bit hard to see it, but there's 2 elastic straps that go down the front. They hook onto these chucks, and then that just gets jammed between the seat back and seat bottom, and then you just turn it sideways like this so it can't pull out, and that's what's securing your seat back cover on. Again, this is got the polyurethane. Some of it is perforated, and then the sides are elastic of some sort. And these are universal, driver's side or passenger side. Both sides say airbag on them. They do have video on their website of their airbag testing. That's a good thing. I believe everyone should share those videos and show that they've been lab tested to work. Moving over to the TigerTuff cover. This is a little different. Because we only use Cordura, we don't use any foam, there is nothing to stiffen the cover. What we do to secure it is it pulls over top of the seat. On this specific cover, it varies by vehicle, but on this specific cover you do have to take the headrest off, and then the cover tucks underneath where the headrest attaches, and then it wraps down around the seat. So the whole cover itself is going between the seat back and bottom, and then it wraps up behind the seat and sticks to itself. And so by pulling it back and up around, that's how we get it to conform exactly to the seat. And then we've got the seat bottom covers. I guess I saved this bag of hardware to show you that if you do get these covers, there's a lot of hardware left over. I think they just send everything that you need for every style of cover, because I found my covers and I only used 4 of these chucks, 2 for the back, 2 for the bottom. And that is actually how the bottom is secured as well. So actually, when I pull this back, you can see it here. It's just got these elastic straps with this chuck on it, and then it just pushes between the seat back and bottom and turns sideways to secure it. I use the word secure lightly in this case. There we go. So that's all that you got to do to put that on. Aside from down around the front of the cover, there is more of that stretchy elastic material, and that wraps around the side of the seat. So that's what's securing your cover on, is those 2 chucks in the back, and then that stretchy elastic material. It does cover up your seat controls on the side of the seat. Keep that in mind. There is a nifty little pocket on the front here for party mix or something, but the front of the cover is super baggy on this truck. This is why I don't think that these covers are a custom fit cover. I think that they're a close fit. And then over on the TigerTuff covers, they go on very similar to the seat back, in which we wrap the entire seat. So this cover goes across the top of the seat where you sit, but it also goes all the way underneath the seat, back up around the back, and fastens to itself. And then we looked at those orange string locks when we were in the studio. There's a string that runs from here and a string that runs from here. They meet in the middle, and the string lock locks those 2 together, and that's what keeps the cover from sliding side to side. We also tucked the cover in the side of the seat here. It helps secure the cover a little bit. Mostly, it just looks good. Now, because there is no backing, no foam, just material, you're gonna see a few wrinkles when you first install them. Probably right in through here and right in through here. That's because the covers were folded up, and once they get some time on the seat, they will start to disappear. One last thing on the polyurethane. I mentioned the smell when we were in the studio. If you are sensitive to smells, keep this in mind. When I first opened them up, they smelled kind of like a dentist's office. And now that they've been sitting in the sun for a while, it's more like a pool toy, like one of those little floaties that you sit on in the pool. So keep that in mind if you're sensitive to smells. Otherwise, that's the Coverland compared to the TigerTuff. And if you like what you see in either of these, fantastic. If you want to keep looking, check out the playlist that we've got with a bunch of other competitor comparisons, because I want to make sure that you can figure out which seat cover is going to be best for your truck and your application before you spend your hard-earned cash.